sit in a room, walls and floor covered in cushions. You lie in a corner, a jacket embracing you. It created a feeling of security. You wonder why you're in there, why your family would betray you in such a way. Then you remember, your family is dead. You close your eyes and drift off to sleep. You sit in class, your cheek resting on your hand as you listen to the ramblings of the teacher. You notice some students' heads whip back to look at the clock. Who could blame them? It is the last class of the day. You find yourself doing it too. 5 minutes. You look down at the worksheet handed to you and start doodling. Before you know it, the bell rings, and the students swarm out of the room at lightning speeds. Again, can't blame them. It's Friday after all. You collect your things and walk out of the room. As you're walking outside, you notice a crow in the tree. You stop to examine it. Something was off about it, but you can't quite put your finger on it. It was pitch black. Its feathers shined in the sun. You quickly shake your head and look back, only to see that it's not there anymore. You blink and wonder if it was just your imagination. You shrug it off and get on the bus to go home. You arrive home and grab a snack. "Mom, I'm home," you yell out and go up to your room. She yells out hello from the laundry room as you close the door to your room. You lay in your bed and spread out your homework for the weekend. Might as well get it done now. You get started when the lights go out in the house. You light a candle and set it on your desk. Your mother comes to check up on you and you nod to show that you're okay, as she smiles and goes to check on your brother. Your father came up to inform you that the generator a couple blocks away has blown. You sigh. It'll be off for a while. You try to finish your homework but get distracted. You look at the shadows the candle creates. They dance across your walls, which brings a smile to your face. You close your eyes and end up falling asleep. You wake up to a bright light. You open your eyes and sit up groggily, rubbing your eyes. The lights are back on and you look at your analog clock. It's 12 o'clock, midnight. You change into your pajamas and brush your teeth. You put away your homework and climb into your bed, pulling the covers over your head and try to go back to sleep. Not even a few minutes, and you hear tapping at your window. You sit up in the darkness in the room and listen. Thinking it was your imagination, you lay back down, only to hear it again. You look around until you catch a small figure at your window. Puzzled, you stagger out of bed and open the window. To your surprise, the crow from before flew into your bedroom and perched upon the chair in your front desk. You rub your eyes much more to make sure you aren't just seeing things, but no avail. The bird is still on your desk chair. Not wanting the thing in your room, you roll up a piece of newspaper you had in your room and try to scare it away. After 5 minutes of trying to scare it away with no success, you give up on sitting on the floor. You sigh and look up at the animal on your chair, and to your shock, it speaks. You tumble backwards and scoot until your back hits the wall. "No need to fear me, mortal. I am simply here to help." You blink and stand up, staying back. What do you mean, help? Who are you? The crow cocks its head and turns towards you. "My name? Well, quite simply put, I am Insanity." You blink and look at it in confusion. "Insanity? That can't be possible." The bird blinks once. Its eyes seem to be half glowing. "It is true. I am Insanity itself. As far as helping you, look into my eyes." So its eyes were glowing, and they seemed to glow more and move in waves. You shake your head and try to look away, but the bird beckons you to look. You look cautiously with one eye, only to discover it hovering before you, making you look straight into its eyes. You can't fight the urge anymore and give in, looking into its eyes. Not even 1 minute of staring when suddenly everything goes black. You wake up in your bed. The light shining through your closed window wakes you up as you rub your eyes. Remembering the events of last night, you wonder if it was just a dream. It all seems so real, though. You get up and notice a red mark on your forehead. I probably just fell asleep on something that left that mark, you say to yourself, trying to create a logical explanation for yourself to feed off of that the happenings of last night were nothing. You go on with your day. The mark on your forehead never went away. In fact, it started burning. By the time you get home, the burn was unbearable. You hold your forehead and walk into the kitchen. Mom, my forehead is burning. Mom? She was staring blankly into the fridge. Mom, what are you doing? She doesn't move, so you decide to move slowly towards her. You lay a hand on her shoulder and spin her around. Your face switches from caution to that of worry. You shake her gently. Mom? Mom! You notice something on her forehead. The same exact mark on yours. You let her go and she just falls to the floor. You step back and she raises up like a marionette holding a butter knife. Mom, what are you planning to do with that? Your mother doesn't speak. She merely gets the knife into a stabbing position and opens her mouth. A horrendous croaking comes from her mouth as her head twitches side to side. It would be enough for a sane man to go mad. You yelp and turn to run out of the kitchen. Suddenly, a sharp pain in your side. You run to the living room and look at your side. It's grazed, but enough to be bleeding. You look up and see your mother at the kitchen entrance, blood dripping from the knife. From upstairs, you hear footsteps. Down comes your brother and your father. Same marks on their foreheads, too. What the hell? They fly at you. You run. The front door is locked. They block your path to the back door. You're cornered. The last thing you see is them coming towards you when suddenly, darkness. Next thing you notice, you're in that room. You open your eyes back into the reality that is yours. When they found you, you were sitting in your living room. Your family's corpses surrounding you. Your mother had a butter knife through her forehead. Flashback. Your mother is crying in the corner of the living room. No, please, don't do this. What's wrong with you? Where'd my baby go? She was cut off. It would take inhuman strength to penetrate the forehead bone, police said. Your father had his legs cut off, multiple deep cuts in his chest, and bruises everywhere, with a concussion. Flashback. You're walking up the stairs. Open up the door to your father's office. Whoa, what are you doing here? Wait, hey, what are you planning to do with that saw? Get that away from me with the... Ah! Buzz, grab his body, throw it down the stairs with your mother's. Your brother. His arms and legs were bent in unimaginable angles. Flashback. Walk to your brother's room next. His television is on. His game paused. You find him cowering in the corner. He's crying. How disgusting. You grab him and drag him out. No, please, don't do this, he says through tears. What's wrong with you? Who are you? What's wrong with your eyes? You smirk and speak. Your voice is different. My name? It's irrelevant. But I'll tell you as a last wish, I am insanity. You throw him down the stairs too. He screams in pain as he hits the ground. You walk to him, breaking his arms and legs. He looked like a pretzel. Tears stream down his cheeks as you snap his neck to finish him off. You are found in the middle, laughing and mumbling about some crow. When mentioning it, you saw the crow in the window on the ceiling fan hovering behind your family with those glowing eyes. In this room, filled with white, you look up to the ceiling and find a black shadow. It moves in a streak, creating the form of the crow you know so well. Seeing it, you start laughing, and you abruptly stop. You grin and say to yourself, I know insanity personally.